Allow me to tell you about the history between the first time that West Africans had their first contact with the Europeans. The first contact between the West African part of Africa and the Europeans was in the year 1442. For the European sailors first reached sub-Saharan Africa in the year 1442 when Portuguese sailors arrived at the Senegal River. But before then, the Portuguese have been sailing Morocco and Western Sahara since 1413. During that time, they captured the Moroccan city, which is known as Ceuta, from 1413 to 1440. And it was during the period of 1413 all the way to 1440 that the Portuguese were able to establish various fortified settlements alongside the Moroccan coast. The places that the Portuguese established were known as Azila, Mogado, Safi, and Tangier. The Portuguese retained their presence in Morocco till the year 1578, and it was that year that their king, which is known as Sebastio I, and a lot of nobility men were killed in a war known as Alacacia Quiba, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And by the year 1471, the Portuguese had made contact with the West African leaders, which are in the coast of Senegal to Ghana. The Portuguese contact or connection between the Senegalese or Senegal leaders and Ghana was about commercial and diplomatic trade. And some of the major sites and settlements of trades that the Portuguese had with the West African leaders of the coast of Senegal and Ghana were in Gambia River, in Guinea-Bissau, in Sao Domingos, and Sierra Leone. And for the next 150 years, the West African leaders and traders came across a lot of Portuguese, more than any other European nation. For it was said that in the beginning that the Portuguese main motivation was an interest in an extensive gold production of the Bonu Mansu and the Akan states. Secondly, a competition with the Ottoman Empire to access this gold. For the Ottoman Empire had captured Constantinople in the year 1453, which altered a crisis in the Christian Europe. For the Portuguese, third motivation was to find a trade route to market in India around the Cape of Good Hope. Their fourth motivation was the trade in enslaved persons. I'll be stopping here today. If you find this content knowledgeable, please give it a like, comment, and follow me for more. And stay tuned because there is a whole lot more about the first contact between the West African part of Africa and the Europeans.